Today on Tryhards, it took us 20 minutes, but we finally found the red coin.
Yes, we did. Oh my god, this is fucking stupid. Wait, hang on. Where
Is this one of those games that you like, but you complain about more than any other game?
No, I like this game. I just wish it was better than it should be better.
There's a number of games that I like more than any other game, but I also complain about it more than any other game. Like Destiny, I play that game a lot, and I complain about it just as much.
Yeah.
Fucking...
That was close.
There's a few games like that, like Halo especially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even... Honestly, Halo 5, not great.
No?
No, I'm not as big of a fan of it as I should be. It's really good, it's innovative, and I'm gonna buy Halo 6. Halo 6.
They're making a Halo 6?
They're talking about it.
Why?
They're making 3 new ones. After Halo 4 was a first in a trilogy.
I know,
they said
but
when it came
why?
out. So they're making Halo 5, they're gonna come out with Halo 6. And as far as I can understand in Halo 6, like Master Chief is not gonna be playable at all.
Remember when it was
He
like...
was barely playable in Halo 5.
Or when they made Halo, like, it was gonna be like a fucking RTS, and they're like, okay, we're gonna make it this game, and they made a sequel, and like, okay, now we're gonna make a third one, and it's gonna finish the fight, and that was gonna be it. And then they fucking milked it past the time it should have been, and it ended up sucking dick ass.
Reach wasn't even a sequel. Reach was like a prequel.
Reach is like the Rogue One of fucking Star Wars.
I like it. Reach is a good game. I will not
I don't
hear
like
anything
Reach.
negative about Reach.
I don't like Reach. We
It's
played
not.
it.
It's
I
not the
didn't
best.
Like it.
It's not the best one, but it is good.
Okay, it's
You have
better
to-
than 4. I'll admit that.
4. I'm not so vehemently against 4 like everyone else is. 4 has some good moments.
I think
Like there's some very cinematic moments in 4. Like when you first encounter the Prometheans.
yeah.
When you first encounter them, it's really cinematic. It's really cool. Like they're all they're all blue. They're mysterious. You don't know what they are. And you're walking along. You see them from a distance at first. Then you're walking through this cavern, and all of a sudden your shields go down. You don't know why. The thing's screaming in your face. It opens up its mask. So then you immediately know. First of all, well, the mask can open up. That must be its weak point, something like that, because it has a big shiny fucking dot.
I know, but that's dumb.
No,
hate
it's
that.
great. It teaches you about the enemy at the same time as introducing it well thematically, making them look intimidating, because they really are the most intimidating
My
enemy
point
you
is,
fight in
it
Halo.
should have stopped, because that then you're just piling too much shit into the world.
Yeah, it really 3 would have been the perfect endpoint, but like people would have wanted more no matter what. It's a very successful series. There's no more games that just end anymore. There are always sequels and sequels and sequels and sequels.
I like it when something
Like,
just ends and that's it.
I think the best way they did that was Mass Effect 3, because they ended Mass Effect 3. It was done. Shepard's dead.
People were pissed
If
off or
if
whatever.
I spoiled a 5-year-old game for you, I'm sorry. Shepard dies.
Mm-hmm.
Shepard's dead. The whole universe it gets either fixed or destroyed depending on what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just over now. Andromeda, it takes place like canonically wise. It starts at the beginning of the midpoint of the second game. Like canonically, that's where it takes place. That you leave, and then it's 600 years later. You're in a different galaxy. So nothing that happened in the original galaxy that you did has any effect on any part of that game.
Okay.
Which I think is a phenomenal way to make a sequel.
That's fine. Well, that makes sense, but
It's kind of it is kind of like, okay, well, we know 3 wasn't that good, so we're kind of separate ourselves. It does feel kind of like that, but they did a good job doing it. I think they didn't do a good job with the faces though. They should have taken a little bit more time for Andromeda. I love it. It's probably my favorite game right now, and I put 30
you're
hours
such
into
a
it.
cuck for Mass Effect, man.
No, it really is a good game. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be playing it. If I wasn't having fun playing it, I would stop playing it. And I'm even doing like side quests. I'm having fun playing it because that's all I've been doing for the past pretty much since I bought it.
I'm trying to catch a monkey.
I'm maybe 10% into the story, and I've just been doing side quests because they're fun. They are legitimately fun.
This fucking thing. I want to kill it.
Are you just gonna fast forward through the monkey again?
Well, this one's...
Just fucking face.
Why did they do this? They did this intentionally to like make the game more frustrating and fucking awful. And they also have that thing so it's hard for you to get back up and you'll just slide down and you'll die.
Can you hold on to the... It's like a slapstick.
It's like a piece of shit.
I feel bad laughing because it is funny, but I know that you're feeling very frustrated.
It's
I
fucking
feel bad-
awful!
I feel bad laughing because that monkey has a cute face. I'm trying not to laugh because I know that you're frustrated, but it is funny just watching Mario slam into a wall with a monkey jumping away. It's like a cartoon.
If there's a level like this in Mario Odyssey, I'm gonna like kill Miyamoto.
Mario Odyssey is apparently going to be very similar to Sonic Adventure 2.
All right.
So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be open world. It might be, if it's like Sonic Adventure 1 where there's like an overworld and you just go to the levels, I'd be fine with that.
That's what they're gonna do.
God, I want to play Sonic Adventure 1 right now.
No.
Yeah.
I hate that game.
No, because when you first start playing it, and you're like your Sonic, the menu music and everything. Like
There
that,
we go.
You see Sonic looking running. Then you're just like it starts the Station Square music like the do 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 do. It's amazing. The music, the sound design for
No,
the game
okay.
is just
I will say
perfect.
this. I will say this. The music in Sonic Adventure 1, amazing.
Really, really
Love the music in Sonic Adventure 1. Twinkle Circuit. It's
so good. It's so good.
I love it. It's great.
Sonic Adventure 2.
The problem is the game sucks.
No.
Yeah.
The gameplay feels pretty tight. It's nice. I don't see a problem with it.
You know what I love?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in midair and you're like flopping around and the camera doesn't exactly know where you're supposed to go. And
That's
then,
not- okay.
and then you hit an enemy and it doesn't feel like you actually hit the enemy, but it shows that you hit the enemy, but there's no like impact, like you don't feel it. It's got very bad game feel. Very bad.
It was a Dreamcast game. It was like a launch
There are
title.
Dreamcast games
I'm
that
saying,
I play.
It was a launch title, though, is what I'm saying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most launch titles don't hold up very well.
But they had...
Luigi's
They
Mansion
had
is the only
time.
one I can think of that holds up. Mario 64 doesn't.
Breath of the
exactly-
Wild.
It's been out for like a week.
I would say Mario 64 holds up, but the problem is Mario 64 aged badly in terms of... Because Sonic Adventure didn't age badly, it already had those problems.
That is, I do see your point about Sonic Adventure 1. I still like it a lot, though.
Well, technically,
Mostly 'cause-
Super
mostly
Mario
'cause-
Brothers was a launch title, the
mostly 'cause-
original,
mostly
and that
'cause-
holds up. You kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mentioned Mario 64 because I was saying
No, the original Super Mario Brothers was a launch title.
that does hold up phenomenally well. You are right. Nintendo doesn't count. Sega launch titles. Let's talk about them.
What about Sony? Like, what did Sony like launch with like
Oh,
on PS2? What was the
PS2
launch titles for PS2?
What were the launch titles for PS2? Oh god, I don't even know. That was
Final Fantasy
10 maybe.
No, it wasn't.
No.
If they launched the PS2 with
making
a
a-
Final Fantasy
they're
game,
making-
they would have killed Japan.
They're making a remake
like-
they're making a remake of 12.
They are?
Yeah.
No.
What's 12 good?
I've heard some people say that they like it.
I might pick it up just because I want to play another Final Fantasy game. I've only played 2 Final Fantasy games. I've only beaten 1. The only one I've ever beaten is 15.
Yeah,
And that's a great game.
that's fun.
Looking forward to the Final Fantasy 7 remake where it's in that same engine.
Okay,
That's how they're
am I
remaking it.
supposed
I think you're supposed to go on that little bridge thing and jump into the... Okay. You're supposed to go into that little bridge thing where the coins are on. You're supposed to like dive into it. That's what it looks like.
I can never remember how this fucking... Mario looks like my grandpa, and that's not a good thing.
I believe a grandma that looks like Mario. I think we talked about this before. I don't think that Ron Jeremy has any kids, does he? I don't think he does.
Oh, Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go into it again. But like, how cool would that be? Like, if he had a kid, he would easily dress as Mario for like everything.
Yeah.
Has he ever done a Mario porn?
I think so.
That's cute.
Super Hornio Brothers?
Super hornio.
I think that's what it was.
Hornio, I baked you a cake.
She pops out of a cake and just starts fucking him.
Would you like if someone what celebrity would you want to pop out of a cake for you? Like you're at a party, it's your 25th birthday, and it's
Why am I
big ass-
25th?
I don't know. It's a good number.
Okay.
So you have a big ass cake, and you're like, all right, come out now. Me, your best friend, did set this up for you. Who would you want to pop out of that cake? Assume by then that Tryhards will have the star power to get them.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, you want Chris Pratt to jump out of a cake?
I just want Chris Pratt to be at my party. Like, I just...
What do you think Chris Pratt would say after he jumps out of your cake? Like handfuls of
I
cake.
feel like I feel like he'd just start eating it and be like, so why did you have me do this?
He like ate his way into the cake. It wasn't even supposed to be someone in there. He just like ate his way through it like a rat.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like Chris Pratt just seems like a legit dude.
I want to go hunting with Chris Pratt.
He'd probably be into that.
He does hunt.
Okay, I feel like he's
he's a hunter. That's why I became a fan of him, because he came out with this interview where someone was like they're asking him why he does that, and they're like, a lot of people are like, they're really vehemently against this nowadays. I'm wondering why you still choose to do it and you continue to do it even though there's such a political discourse against it.
Yeah.
And you listen to this beautiful conversation of how it's like about like you get there before everything in nature's awake. You watch the world wake up around you. You become part of it. You're silent. You're not in the world. You're just a voyeur into watching the world become the thing it is.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky enough to harvest an animal, that's great, but in the meantime you're experiencing nature the way it is. And the guy was like, that's very beautiful, that's very beautiful. I figured it was more than bloodlust with you. And I immediately hated that interview a little bit, because I knew he was trying to go into a tirade about how, oh, you're a bad person because you like to kill animals for fun or whatever, because that's what a lot of people do.
That's fucking the sheer ignorance of that kind of crap, it just annoys me.
I think I think you have to like jump and like immediately dive.
This is fucking awful. Here's what they did. They made this game impossible for no reason. They went, oh, we're gonna make this really hard just because
this was the first 3D game in this way ever, though. If I'm gonna make a statement. I think this is the first 3D platform that ever came out, right?
No, I don't think so.
What was before it then?
I think this is the first 3D platformer that was actually. There's probably some game on like PC that probably had something like this. Like,
you know, I did not consider PC,
because I mean you're able to do more on
that. Was back in the days when you needed like a separate 3D and 2D graphics card, though.
Yeah, something like that. You need like you need a fucking DirectX
1
3D. Yeah, DirectX 1. You gotta have a 3D. What do they call it? Fucking
3D Pro.
There's like things they.
Oh, you almost made that one. You almost did make that one, rather.
I want to do this before the episode. Like, I mean, it's already past the timer, but I want to be able to get this fucking star before that.
I mean, and I hate to keep bringing it up. You could just fast forward to the point where you get it and just do like that little time lapse thing. This could be the episode of time lapse, because it is a lot of tedium just going back and forth trying to get the same star, or the monkey, and just a little timer of how long it actually took to complete.
Well, let's see.
Can you get the wing hat in this level?
No.
It would make it too easy, probably. I'm thinking I'm right where you had to dive into it. Or that.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I did it. Okay, tomorrow on Tryhards, everyone, we fucking do more of this.
Tomorrow on Tryhards, we tongue punch.
Continue our insanity.
We tongue punch Peach's fart box.